Hey guys, Riveted here. Welcome back to another episode of Horace. Good lord. Let's hope I can get this thing sorted out. Okay. Trying to think if this is where I had things. Let's go. Trying to think of the logistics of how this is all going to work. I think I was trying to shoot it up. Okay, pink. Then we'll move this one over to here. Oh, dear God. Okay. Green, move that one. I don't like where it's at. No. Can you? There we go. Ta-da! Delightful. Now, let's do that. Then we can turn this off. So that should open up that door. Oh, good lord. Let's hope that this is all the solution I needed.
Mr. Silton and the others arrived and changed out of their disguises. Although Mr. Preston was moaning as apparently Mrs. Silton had only washed his and Mr. Logan's Halloween costumes.
Oh, okay. This door? He's pointing at it, so I might as well go to it. Okay.
It's strange. None of the machines were totally active, but the power was still on.
Okay. There we go. Let's get rid of all the junk. Keep the telephone. Nobody needs a telephone. Okay, looks like another red door. Let's pray that I can actually solve these frickin' puzzles today.
This all looked very familiar. I would have looked around more, but we needed to find the professor.
Delightful. Can I go through this one? Aha! Lots of garbage in here. Maybe I can get myself a new Dave. Hey Dave, nice to see you again, my friend. I need all the help I can get with you, man. I am a mess. I've not been doing very good. Okay. Oh. I don't think I can do anything in the bathroom. Don't go that way. Good. Okay. Continue on. Yep. Not the direction I needed to go. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, can I do this? I don't think I can jump all the way over there. I don't know idea. Okay, I can. I was like, for whatever reason, I thought that that was a big open space. What the hell is this thing? No idea. But I decided to throw it down there anyway. Because that's how logic dictates my life. Oh, I like the garbage.
There were no signs of life. If the professor was living here, he hadn't been here in a long time.
Yeah, no kidding. 90,000 junk. Well, we're a far cry from our 1 million junk, but we're getting there. That was delightful. I'm not doing it.
I didn't want to leave without Mr. Silton.
Okay. Okay, there has to be a reason for me having this. No, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm not doing that way. I got no idea what I'm doing with this, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. Makes it safe to run across. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. And then I'll have to do the other one here. Okay, got it. I can handle this. Y'all can just mechanical arm yourself away. No, don't do that. Hold it. Okay. Not so bad. Yeah, this is a an odd game. There are days that I feel like I'm really looking forward to playing it. Other days that I really wish that I wasn't and I never picked it up. Nothing against the game, obviously. No, it's just puzzles can be daunting at times, so it's just fine. I need to find a third one of those. Great. Delightful. Okay. I think I got this. I feel accomplished right now. Not something I'm used to in these games. Zot. Zot. Oh, I've got unlimited lives, so why not just do this? There we go. Oh God.
A large piece of machinery blocked our path. Mr. Silton smiled when I asked what we should do next.
The puzzle.
I knew straight away that he didn't mean Mr. Preston or Mr. Logan when he said, someone's gonna have to climb inside. It seemed we could use the computer to move chunks of the machine around. I knew I needed to make a clear path, as it would be me that would be going through it.
This is going to be insane. I hate these puzzles, always have. Okay. That should go there. Delightful. Not that one. Yeah, I don't like this. Okay. There's only a couple of them that have holes going this way, so let's try to line this up. That could be that. I doubt it though. Okay, I'm seeing something here. As I mentioned, I hate these puzzles. Uh-huh. So I need to go through the entire thing. Ugh. Ugh. Let me try this in a different light. So that one will work. Or wait. Can I just run through that? I mean, it doesn't have to have a... I'm just going to check something. Tell you, it's getting frustrating to do this game. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I love the game. But, ooh, man, I tell you, when it becomes tedious, it becomes super tedious, okay? Oh, God. Like, things like that. Okay, jump. Okay. Ah! It's so fickle. What it will and won't let you do. Okay. Yeah, so here's my thought, is that the game will just let me do the thing. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Thank you. Oh God, more. Oh, more. Is going to be fun. Delightful. Okay, I can just run. Thank you. So can I put this one over here? Turn it on. Okay. Oh God. Turn it off. Turn it off. Let's try a little bit more. Okay. There we go. And then this. Okay. Thank you. Got it. I got this. Turn this off. Do this one. Turn it to green. It should work. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Nope, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna be a little bit. Okay. That's good. Green. Okay, try that. And that. Here we go. Delightful.
As we entered the extravagant corridor, the most beautiful tune played in the distance.
Ooh.
But almost as soon as we began to enjoy its dulcet tones, the music stopped, dead.
That is not good. We'll go find out what happened to music. Let the music play. Oh, there we go.
The professor was dead, but everything seemed wrong. He was old, very old, maybe 20 years older than when I'd last seen him. Mr. Silton sounded very sad when he said, "How did anyone even get in here? I don't know what to do now. I suppose we'll head back to the train station."
Good Lord. It's gonna be a nightmare.
It was hard to believe the professor was gone. Although he was always suspicious of me, I was sad to think I'd never see him again. "Is it? Yes, it is. This is the right day," said the professor as he jabbed at a small metal box.
The hell?
"I don't know how much time I've got to explain," he continued as a bright light began to surround everyone. "Oh, not long at all."
Is he time traveling? He took everybody but Mr. Stilton. Delightful. You should talk, Professor. Explain to us what the hell's going on. Are they doing things? No. Nope. Just seemed to be going on forever. What the hell?
We had reappeared just as smoothly as we had left.
Well, welcome back
but
to
we were
2001.
somewhere very different. Mr. Preston and Mr. Logan were speechless, but the professor just continued studying his box. Looking back, I suppose I was rather stupid, as I ended up chasing a beautiful butterfly. I was lost, but soon I realized I wasn't as alone as I thought.
Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted.
I couldn't believe we had time traveled, but there was no time to sightsee.
Yep, it was a nightmare. This is so much fun.
The prehistoric world looked like paradise, except for the killer cavemen.
And, oh god, like all over. Like not even a, you did great getting so far, Rivet. No, you just, you messed up so bad. God, there's like... Okay, we got it. Delightful. And everything here is timed perfectly. It's gonna suck.
Now, this was clearly worth something.
Delightful.
Some things were worthless junk, but this could be sold for a decent price.
Ah, son of a gun. I thought it was a Dave. All this backtracking because I thought I saw a Dave. Oh well, why would I think there'd be a Dave here? Why? Why would you even think that, Rivet? Like how they can be on the water. I can't. Okay. Damn you! Damn you! Dave, gimme! These little bastards want me dead. I don't like them. They're quick. Okay, we're making further than we have.
This was one of the most valuable things I'd seen.
Oh god.
I would have liked to have a look around, but I had to get back to the others.
Okay. This is great. Yep. Delightful. Oh God, why? Why? Love it you collect these days, but they do absolutely nothing. There's no benefit of having these things at all. Everything else just kills you outright. Okay. Oh God. Thank God. Welcome to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Hit it with a club. Okay, now we're Jesus Christ. See you guys in 3 days.
After literally 10 minutes of Mr. Preston and Mr. Logan saying, whoa, and dude, the professor began to explain time travel.
I didn't realize that they look like...
If I can find the correct point in time, then
Bill
I
and
should
Ted.
be able to, well, make things better. I
Logan and
suppose it's
Preston.
Like we're in that
Oh my
excellent
God.
movie, chuckled Mr. Logan. Back to the Future, replied Mr. Preston. No, that excellent movie.
It is
Back
excellent.
to the Future 2. Time Bandits.
Time Bandits was great. Time Cop was okay.
Terminator. Groundhog Day.
I like all those movies, to be honest.
Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day.
Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure, man.
The box let out a loud bleep as the professor gave it a heavy thump. This damn thing's so dependent on the maths used to calculate where the Earth is at any one point in time and space, that it's almost random where we'll end up, or even how long the time window will stay open. That last one was the shortest I've had yet. Although obviously apprehensive of our situation, I think Mr. Preston and Mr. Logan were too excited to really pay attention. But they were far less excited when I asked what his longest stay was, and the professor replied, about 15 years.
Wow.
I was stranded in ancient Egypt for so long. They had me build them a steam-powered robot. You should have seen the things they had it build. Yes, wonderful things. It was like I was Thoth incarnate, or the modern Prometheus. Speaking of which, robot, have a look around. See if you can find anything to make a fire.
Okay.
As great as my shoes were, they weren't much use when there was nothing for them to stick to. I rolled deep into the cave, but at least I had found the professor some firewood. Now I just needed to get back to everybody else.
Delightful. Okay. Spiders. I don't like spiders.
It may seem ridiculous, but I really did fall this far into the cave.
It's very ridiculous. The hell's with the music?
Things started to look familiar. I was pretty sure I was nearly back where I had originally fallen.
Okay. Oh God. Wait till it comes by again. Okay. So the noise is me collecting the
Everybody warmed
wood.
themselves by the fire. In the orangey glow, the cave even looked a little homely. Mr. Logan was much more comfortable now that he could see his surroundings. But
it helps.
Mr. Preston kept saying, "We're in bloody dinosaur times." The professor laughed. He pointed out that there was 65 million years between dinosaurs and the emergence of man.
That's a long time to wait.
But that just made Mr. Preston panic about possible dinosaur girls. I got the feeling Mr. Logan had heard this kind of talk before, as he sighed when he said, "Oh, I suppose you believe in ghosts as well now, do you?" "Well, yeah," said Mr. Preston. "Barry's missus says this bloke who works with her uncle reckons his brother saw one. Fact." And with that, He began to tell the most amazing story I had ever heard.
Okay.
He explained how there was a man traveling through the Black Wall Tunnel who saw a young motorcyclist stood by a smashed-up motorbike. The man stopped, so the motorcyclist told him an address, but when he got in the back of the car, he fell silent, clearly in shock. "This isn't a ghost story," interrupted Mr. Logan. "This is called giving someone a lift." Mr. Preston was annoyed. Mr. Logan's stupid joke had ruined his train of thought. The brother of a bloke who works with Mrs. Silton's uncle gave a young motorcyclist a lift after a crash outside the Black Wall Tunnel. I said, just happy to be part of the conversation. "Yeah, that's it," said Mr. Preston as he explained that when the man arrived at the address, the motorcyclist had vanished. He said the man, not knowing what else to do, knocked on the door of the house. Soon an old lady answered, and when the man asked her if she had a son, she burst out crying and sobbed, "I did have, but he died 10 years ago today, just outside the Black Wall Tunnel." I couldn't believe my audio sensors. This was concrete proof of the afterlife. I mean, Mr. Logan did point out that the story was from a children's TV show called Grangeville, but you can't argue with the facts. Soon, the professor had finished inputting whatever data his box needed. "Robot," he said, "we need to be outside for my computations to be truly accurate. Find us an exit from this platonic allegory."
Oh god.
"The cave. Find us a way out."
Okie dokie. The hell was that? I hate this thing. Delightful.
This block looked perfect, so I decided I would only place it where the professor said I should.
Delightful. Looks like I'm going to be looking for these blocks all over the place. Right? Dang it. Okay, bugs. Oh god, I hate these things. It's not like you can even hit them. You gotta even be close to them to grab you. Oh god. Uh-huh. Delightful. Okay. Oh god. This is everything I hate in life. Okay. That is such a tight little fit. Oh my god. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm gonna make it. Eventually. Delightful. Okay. Figured I'd lost 2 of them. Might as well continue on. Okay, I got that. Get away from the bugs. Okay, get here. Close. Not close enough. Let's do one more. Really? Game cheat. Okay, duck. Okay. Jump. Hide. Jump. Oh, good Lord. One more try, and I'm going to call the episode here. We're getting a little bit long in the tooth. That doesn't mean anything. We'll be back on Saturday anyway. If I don't quit entirely. I doubt I will. I've gone through enough hell already. Go down, spider. Okay, we're good. How in the hell? This is horrifying. Yep. I'm going to call it here. Oh my God. What a nightmare. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on Saturday on our next episode. Holy cow. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.